have a good time, hard time. Put your hands up and show us that you're having a good day. You got sweat on your face, you're throwing shapes, kicks ringing out all over the place, singing, let's go fucking mental. Sing it! Let's go fucking mental. Mental, 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 mental. Sing it! Let's go, man. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth!
Phase 2.
Oi, oi.
What's happening?
Well, what's happening, folks? Sorry,
We're
we're a
fine,
bit
Sergey.
late. Aye,
Where were you?
on the shitter.
You were away getting your hair cut.
I was getting my hair
Getting
cut.
my hair done.
I know, but move down a bit.
Why?
No, I'll move down a
Down?
bit.
Like this?
Aye. So, yep.
Like this? That's for after the
That's
Patreon
our
episode.
Patreon episode. Nah, my hairdresser's going away tomorrow, so I wouldn't have been able to get my hair cut for 2 weeks. Normally I get it done every other Saturday, which would have been this Saturday. And I was like, I'm not going to a gig with a fucking mop of hair, not having my hair cut in fucking 3 weeks.
Aye, when I get mine done the day before, like.
You're a once a month jobby, aren't you?
Yeah, once a month or the day before a gig, like if really,
I'm once every 2 weeks.
I
Every
could-
other Saturday and a half
that's
day
a
off.
commitment I am not willing to have in my life to get my hair
I
done.
actually would rather do it once a week. Like,
Do you know what's funnier though? Excuse me. Since I've started going and actually getting my hair done by a proper professional hair cutter, I forgot words there.
that's right. Just for a bit of context, Dave used to just shave it himself.
See, that's what it was. I was lost in the thought and trying to say things at the same time. I used to cut my own hair, and whenever I used to cut my own hair, I actually did it less than when I go to a hairdresser.
You need to hold on 2 seconds, folks.
What's wrong? It's always something with him. Like, he's late. He's fucking now messing about with all this. He's going to sit down and complain that he doesn't like the angle that this is at as well because it's not sitting square. And
Right, so people who are watching live, see if you look in the corner, right? You can see the acoustic panel, and then you can see the wall on this one. I like it to be perfect. Nah, it's better than what it was.
you can still see the wall and
Aye,
that
it's
side.
better than what it was.
It's
But
reverse on this.
if you turn the camera on, you need to be steady.
Do you know we've done, this is episode 45, and I've only just realised that camera's back to front
What do you mean?
because I'm sitting here. Anyway, we'll explain that one later because that's the other way around. If it was a normal camera, it should have me sitting here.
You're full of
there.
shit.
I'm not.
If you're watching this live, you're watching this back to front. You're on. If you watch it,
No,
you fucking knobhead. What was that all about?
I don't know. It's been a long day. Hello, and welcome to the Not Fazed Talk Show where Jason was late and I don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Back to front.
My
It's good
bra-
the summer's
my brain
back here
back to
though,
front.
isn't it?
See, it was that 5 minutes chill, sitting out there, having a smoke, having a beer, and being like, "Oh, you were late." It's now. I'm just like, nah. I want to just sit out in the sun now. I'm not a sun guy, but that was quite nice.
It is. It's nice. We sun trap out there too, like sun hits you.
But yeah, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm just eagerly awaiting this Ukrainian counter-offensive. See how well it do. Telling you, mate, I think they could do it. Like, I think they could win this war this summer. Like,
wonderful. Are
also
we back
think-
to Sergei's TikToks updates of the Ukrainian war?
I also think they could take Crimea pretty easy. Like.
I actually said this the other day. I was like, see, why do they not just go and attack Russia? Fuck them. Just go and hit them.
They did yesterday.
I know, that's what I mean. But, like, I've had this weird thing throughout history. See, even with terrorist attacks and all, whenever all that was, like, the in thing to be doing,
Yeah.
I always said to Nicole, it's like, there hasn't been a terrorist attack in a few weeks. 2 days later, bang, something happened. And then after about 3 or 4 of these, she's like, what do you know? It's like, well, no, there seems to be a correlation in
Illuminati.
time frame between stuff happening. And then I said the other week, I was like, you would just take it to them. Just go and start attacking. Like, the Russians haven't done anything, but then again, neither the Ukrainians. So
they've done it, mate. They started hitting them with fucking kamikaze drones, like in the heart of Moscow. I know, like suburban areas, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the Russian people go, "Fuck this! We didn't sign up for this."
Yeah.
But it's the same like.
I turn the people against them.
So see, way Crimea sits on the peninsula. Like that's the one. Russia are like, we need this because our fleet has to stay here.
Yeah.
No, all you need to do,
Yeah.
they just need to get in long range artillery range. And see, instead of fucking, they don't even have to go in the Crimea and fight the Russians. You just need to start blowing up the ports. All the people will flee, and then they'll just walk in and take it. And then I'll be like, go on, you Ukrainians.
General Surgeon here. I'm sorry, but I can't believe that we're sitting at this time on a Tuesday night and you think that you sorted the Ukrainian war.
No,
in
well,
Belfast.
it'll be hard to get down through Zaporizhia. Like, it'll be tight down round there. But see, once
Do
you
you
push
have like
through
a wee
there.
secret room in your house where you have like fucking maps laid out and like wee fucking boats from Battleship and all? Just
That's
fucking,
what it is.
guy
It's
will
a
come up
game
the
of
river here.
battleships. No, I just use Google Maps, mate. I'm going. If they could punch a hole through.
If I set a pin
Listen,
here and I'll do a pin there,
see-
they can get from A to B.
the Russians have had a few months to dig in. But
Fuck
I
up.
guarantee you, see these Russians in them trenches,
No.
they don't want to be here. See, once a hardened Ukrainian force comes down with mechanized manoeuvres, tanks, planes, everything, they'll be like, see ya.
Look how excited you're getting about
Go on,
this, man.
Ukraine. Nah, I love, mate, I've
Is
always
this
been
like,
into
your,
war
is this
and
like
army.
your go-to thing, is it? It's like, oh yeah, so what's the crack?
It's no like a wee hobby you have at night.
yeah.
Just like reading about the war. I've always like this ever since the first time I ever watched Saving Private Ryan.
Right, okay.
That's what I mean.
So that's what changed you?
Tom Hanks and Raiding Kids.
Everyone...
Speaking of Raiding Kids, what about Philip Schofield? We called it.
The fucking breaking news as well. It came out literally before we came on. Is now it's come out that ITV paid off as we secret love child.
Earl Eamon Holmes is having a fucking. You see shit he's
I
gonna.
love Big Eamon.
Earl
Go
Eamon's
ahead, Big
going
Eamon
mad.
Holmes. So here's a question for you. I seen somebody putting this on Facebook today about the whole thing, right? And see, I told you the electric's fucking up. Why is that not able to eject?
You're not plugged into my electrics.
I am.
No, you're.
It's just the fucking aura of the room. But yeah, right. So Philip Schofield's being given a hard time because he met this fella when he was 14, gave him a job, yada yada yada, and
Wank, wank, wank.
everyone's like, "This is outrageous." Cheryl Cole met Liam Payne when he was 14,
I know, but he's living the
and
dream,
he
mate.
married her and had a child with her. Is that, or is it not the same? But again, it's pajama theory. It's
Yeah.
okay because it's a girl, but because it's a fella, oh, that's bad.
I agree. She's a rapist.
But I
She's a
never.
groomer.
You were so easily.
I'm being serious. I would love Cheryl Cole to groom me. He'll be all right. Like,
Cheryl Cole was my.
It's
my
different
dream
when you're
girl
sticking
until
something
she got
in.
roses tattooed on her ass, and I was like, no, that is just awful.
it's different when you're sticking something in someone like Philip Schofield. He's entering another man's body. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
Cheryl
It's
is
sti-
letting
it's
another
sti-
man
no,
enter her.
If you're gonna have a go about one thing, it has to be fair across the board. You can't pick and choose
Mate,
what
are you
is fair.
telling me some 13-year-old kid, if Cheryl Cole started to do it, you
That's
think
not,
he would
that's
give
not
a
what I'm
fuck?
saying. What I am saying is, if it's gonna be one for one, it has to be one for all. That's
I would pick an
That's it.
uglier woman than Cheryl
It's
Cole.
just-
for fuck's sake.
But that's like saying that pedos can't be sexy. Do you know, just because you're a good-looking person doesn't, like, I'm sure that there's women in their time before the new Philip Schofield was gay. It was like, oh, I would love a go at him, and then he came out as gay, and they're like, oh, disappointed, and then he came out as a nonce, and they're like, oh, raging.
It's not what bothers me. What bothers me is he was cheating on his wife with a young man. I feel sorry for the wife.
Really?
And Holly Willoughby knows his wife pretty well. She fucking lied to her.
But does she?
Of course she does, mate. They went on holiday together, right? They used to go on holiday together a couple of times a year. They were like, it's like me and you working. We've worked with each other for 10 years.
100%
We
she's
know each other inside out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She knew.
Yeah.
And she lied to his wife.
It's
You
gonna be
fucking
fun
bitch.
now watching all the rats run from the ATV ship and just being like, oh no.
Big Eamon Holmes will come in and take control. You see? Have you seen the interviews he's doing?
Oh, yeah,
Mate,
he's
it's
completely
fucking
giving
brilliant.
it absolute
I'm
beans.
like, I'm not usually one for all this gossip shit, but I'm like, come on ahead, cup of tea, right? Big Eamon, what have you got to
But
say?
it's because Eamon Holmes is so nice and family friendly, but he has held this hatred towards Philip Schofield for years, and now he's like, I fucking told you, the Northern Irish in him is coming out in fucking spades right now.
It is,
and
he's
it's like,
fucking loving
guys,
life. Did you know
come on,
Ruth?
sit round.
Ruth, his wife.
Who?
Ruth.
Like that you have on top of your house?
Ruth.
Ruth?
Ruth.
Ruth?
Ruth.
Are you
Ru-
doing
Ruth, she was the one on Loose Women that complained about Philip Schofield to the ITV bosses, and then her and Eamon get sacked.
Aye, because he is Teflon Don.
Aye, because the bosses, for whatever reason, were like, we can't really. Why can they not upset Philip? I wish we had me and you had him on the teams on the cube for a laugh.
Why?
Philip wouldn't have stand the chance, like.
Why?
Because we're too witty and we're from Belfast. We're like Eamon. We would have fucking ripped them apart.
Just turn it. Aye. Like
Could you imagine?
Like that wee fella
could
did?
you imagine him being cheeky to me and you in the fucking green room? Hold on, Phil. Bend over there, sir.
Sergio's had a few grey goose.
Aye. Who's grooming that? No.
Do you remember that in Belgium whenever like
Let
they
me
were like,
check your prostate, Phil.
there's no glasses and you're like, it's alright, and take a big swig of the tin and just fucking poured half a tin of grey goose. Like,
That's right. That's a year ago this weekend.
is it?
Oh, man.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Does it?
But yeah, big Phil Schofield fucking fingering kids is wrong.
Rebucked all the boys, all the boys. Mate, you see the photos now? It's got like Jimmy Savile, but with Phil's face and all on it, mate. The internet's amazing.
It is, and how quick it all just comes to life. I can't even fucking talk.
See, we need to start sabbing.
That's what it is. You've thrown me off my fucking shite talking routine. I've booked into my schedule and brain. It's like 78.
You're half over now, aye?
Yep. Half over, half cut.
There's
half
no one
done.
even watching. They're all fucking lost too.
That's it. They're all the way to the sun. They're not even here at 7 o'clock. Fuck yous.
Fuck yous, must be off tonight. Sorry, lads.
I know. Sergi getting
And
lost.
ladettes.
They're away out forming a fucking search party to find you.
Aye.
They're like, Jesus, where's Jason?
Shit, not phased at the weekend. We need him back.
Who the fuck's going to do all the mixing?
The mask. They're the masked. The masked DJ.
The masked DJ. Oh, don't fuck off. I fucking
There's a new name.
I fucking hate that program and anything to do with it. See, fucking. That was one thing that I was going to say to you that annoys me. Do you know the way I got really annoyed about the easy peel shit?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what really started winding me up recently? See the fucking face unlock on this, right? Because I can tell my face in the dark. Like, whenever I'm lying in bed and my phone is locked, I can do that. And it's like, oh, that's you.
Yeah.
But see if I hold my phone at a slight fucking tilt, it's like, oh, holy fuck, I'm being robbed. It's like, no, mate. And I even try and turn my face a bit rather than just turning my phone. And it's like, nah, we're not letting you into this phone. It's like, why? My face is dark and you will, like, you can't see it because I'm in a darkened room and you will allow me access, but not.
Aye, not if your face is
not if I'm at a 45-degree angle. Like, lying there.
Mate, I hate it whenever, no, do you ever get it? We went a couple of times and it doesn't go up. And you're like, you see, once you've like flicked it up 3 times and done that, you're like, I'm going to have to put my pin code in there. And you're like, you dirty bastard.
Gonna have to tap you 6 times now, for fuck's sake. Do you see the thing now? They're saying that you can beat facial recognition on certain phones with just a picture. Like the 3D depth awareness is actually terrible on them, and you can just like get someone's Facebook and hold up a picture of their bake, and the phone will recognise it.
Do you want to try it? I'm sure I have a photo of you.
Aye, right, go ahead. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see whose phone's dodger. They're both iPhones. I don't know which one mine is.
This will be fun. Right, where do we go to? Well, portraits. No, I don't want portraits.
Does yours open with your sunglasses on? Mine does.
It does, aye.
Right.
But sometimes it doesn't. Like, again, that's one of them ones where you're like, fuck off.
Right, well, I've got a plan A and a plan B here, so...
Right.
Go lock your phone.
Right, this is an old photo, like, of Dave.
An old photo? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a really fucking old photo.
Right, I'll do mine first.
Right, your phone's just locked, right?
Why don't we just take pictures of each other now? Fucking hell. Look at me. Take your headphones off. Say cheese.
We're such fucking retards.
Right, let's go. Lock your phone.
Right. No, didn't work.
Didn't work. Right, you get me.
It's because it's a recent photo. Right, hold on.
That's a reason.
See, like, your phone's not recognise you because you smile.
Yeah, I would
Right,
probably
go.
zoom in.
Oh, would you? Right, we'll zoom in. No. Top class bands there. That completely
shit.
failed.
I was certain it would work. I remember seeing it on a podcast before. I think it was Legion of Skanks, and there was a comedian on. He was a black guy, and he goes, you know that any black guy can open any black guy's phone, and they were all like, no. And he went, we'll see, and he kept turning it round to one of them, but he was unlocking it first and doing it, and they were all like, what? And they named the episode and all, black guy can unlock any black guy's phone, and at the end he was like, nah, I'm only joking, his lads. I was unlocking it, no, because like, if I go, like that there, it's unlocked now. Do you know what I mean?
Hi.
So is he. Because I'd already, mate, and I was howling laughing because you could see on the video of him doing it, no, like unlocking it first, it was funny as fuck.
Well,
but these ones were all like, what? Any black guy can open any black guy's phone? No, it was fucking hilarious.
That was 2 minutes of terrible crack.
I know.
Just let's go take a picture of
Hold
it.
on, we'll just edit it out. I hear,
so, welcome back to the podcast.
We're going to start again. Start again, there's a new name.
That's fucking annoying me that we eject warnings because of the fucking electric in your room here.
I don't know how it has anything to do with my electric sink.
It is, man. But think about it. There's like fucking just like shit in
That's
the Wi-Fi and all that.
I will.
I mean, there's a big handful of 5G right there.
Force eject.
That's what she said.
Before shitting on your chest.
I'm coming. Force eject.
Instead of saying I'm coming, force eject.
Well, that's a fucking mood killer, right?
Force eject.
You can make these sound effects. Force eject.
It's just like after, like conking out.
Computer's just shut down. Sorry.
Well, what have you been up to this week, Dave? Since the last seen you? Didn't see you on Sunday this week for the first time.
I was at the child's dance recital.
I was in Ices on Saturday.
That lasted all of 10 minutes and got roped onto the stage again. That was fantastic.
I did on Head Shoulders and all, didn't it?
Yeah. So that was good.
I was there for
you were there on
2 hours.
Aye.
Because Aisha does all of it. No, like,
yeah.
Well, obviously not the big girl stuff, but
well, that's what we were saying. 'Cause once Ruby was finished, it was like, right, do you want to stay and watch the second half? And she loved it. Like, she stayed for the Christmas one and loved it. She stayed for that one and loved it. And I think she now realises, right, in a year's time,
you'll be doing it.
This is.
Aisha's moving to the Wednesday
stupid
this
things
week.
to do.
She's moving to Wednesday night, so she'll be on like the same like plays as Ruby from now on. And whenever Ruby gets moved up, she'll be in Aisha's class.
That'll be good.
Because obviously Aisha does loads. She does dancing every day of the week.
Aye.
And she was going to NI Stars, and then she was coming back and going straight to dancing.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking killing her. Whereas Wednesday was the only night of the week she did nothing.
Aye, right.
So we're like, well, why not just stick you in there then?
Something terrible did happen. It was awful, but it also shows how unaware my child is. Like, she's really clued into everything that's going on. But see, if I'm like, Ruby, look at that over there, she'd go, that's really nice. And you're like, look over there. It's like, where? It's like, where Daddy's pointing. There was a fucking, like, it wasn't even a Great Dane. It was like an Irish Wolfhound. That's what it was.
Big dogs.
Like, look at that over there, Ruby. Now, it was a good bit away, and she's a wee bit scared of dogs, even though we have a dog, right? And I was like, look at that there, big dog. Where? Over there. Where? Over there. Now, there's a reason why I'm telling you this. She also only seen it when it was beside her, right?
Fuck.
Some poor little girl peed herself on the stage beside Ruby. And Ruby was completely unaware of the fact that there was a big puddle of piss right beside her. Just sitting there being like, yeah, head, shoulders, knees and toes.
I would see when you're doing that, it would be like, it's like me pissing myself on stage. You would find it hard to realise, like, right away.
Oh no, they came out and were cleaning and all as it was
Oh,
going
right,
on.
right,
Like
right.
there was a proper puddle of piss on the floor. Like,
Because I seen them go, like, they're all just focused on their dance, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know that the dancing part was fine, but the wee girl, it was like the interlude bit where they were having a bit of a chat, and the wee girl just got a wee bit scared at the moment and had a wee accident, God bless her.
Fuck.
And it was like very well handled. There was no, everybody knew what had happened. There was no weirdness about it. The girls just came on and cleaned it up as Andy kept
Was
away.
the fucking curtains working?
Yeah, oh, he told us about the curtain. not working.
They were alright the first like half, and then the second half everything just fell apart. And they were meant to like do smoke bomb things and all whenever he was like rubbing the genie's lamp.
I got that.
Nothing would work. He was like, and he was just standing rubbing it. He's like, I'm not getting smoke. And they're like, crack on. That's what he mentioned. They just crack on. We were laughing.
Well, no, it was very good. It was a very well performed thing. It was a lot better than I thought. I was kind of wondering what was going to happen because we're like, it's the end of the year show for just the Wednesday class. And I was like, well, as far as I'm aware, there's her class and there's the wee class above her. So
yeah,
I can't imagine this being long. And then
I thought that
the
too.
full fucking
Heller tricked me. She was like, I know it's just it's on for like an hour. I was like, happy days. And as soon as I sat down, I was like, you're a dickhead. Like,
do you know what we should do?
That's what I said on the way out too. I was like, fuck, I wish she was Ruby's age again because you could just leave at half time.
Oh no, Ruby stayed the whole.
It's not me.
thing.
It's like going to the cinema, but like seeing you come out, you're fucking drained.
Oh, why?
See, whenever you go to the cinema to watch a film, seeing you come out, you're
you've sat in a
fucked.
dark room for so long.
Aye,
Even whenever you're sitting in the living room, if you turn all the lights out, eventually you're going to.
And I sit in here in pitch black all the time and never feel like
Aye, but your vision where you are to the computer is very bright, and your brain's active doing something. If you're just if you were to sit here and just kick back and relax and stick a movie on that in the dark, you'd fall asleep.
Yeah, you're right.
Your brain's just switching off.
Actually, I took Jax to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and
Was it good?
Brilliant. Really, one of the best ones. Like,
really?
And do you want me to spoil it? No.
No.
Sorry, but I like see sitting there like the first half an hour. I'm like happy days, no, like getting in it, and the rest, especially in VIP seats, we were lying back. I'm like fucking dozing off and all. Like, what the fuck's going on here? But I've noticed that the older I get. But I remember whenever I was a kid, my dad used to bring us like fucking watch Batman, Harry Potter and all, and the cunt used to be out for the count.
Oh, yeah.
But now I know that's me now. Like we went and watched.
You've been out working all week.
I think it was a Spider-Man one. It was all of us went. Aisha, Heather, and
the
Jack.
original Spider-Man.
No, it was only the Homecoming or something.
Oh,
one of the newest ones. We went and watched it, and I was out for the count. Like I don't remember half the film. Like, and Heather says you heard you snoring and all, but that's like I just don't think it's made for adults.
I was in the same for the last Jurassic Park. Whatever. I got the good bit.
Do you know what?
It, and then
that's
I
what
fell
it is.
asleep.
That's what it
I fell
was.
asleep like 3 times towards the end, and I kept waking up. And Nicole was like, "Oh, did you see that bit?"
Nah.
No, sorry. When did that bit happen? I was like, "Oh, here." Nah, I wasn't. I
actually
on board.
think it was Jurassic Park because I brought all them to watch the new Jurassic World, the one where like
the whole band's back together.
All of them.
Yeah.
But I don't remember them going to the compound or anything. I watched it after. I don't remember any of that. I had to watch it again whenever
Once
it was
to go
on.
to that like wee country to go and find out about this missing shit, and they're like, right.
What the fuck?
No,
the last thing I think I remember on the night was them flying about in scramblers and fucking Rome or something.
It was the exact same spot.
But seeing I watched it back, seeing I watched that Jurassic World back, it wasn't that good. Like, it wasn't like
no,
it wasn't great. Like.
Do you know what they needed to do? They needed to kill off somebody because
Chris Pratt. The wee girl, fucking kill the wee girl. She's
no, but like having all the band back together. Did you just swap one vape for another?
Aye. There's weed in one and weed in the other.
No, there's not.
No, this one makes a weird noise on the mic, so we'll try not to smoke it here. But new coil.
Oh, right, okay. Sweet. As you may know, Sergio's all about his new coils.
Yep.
Especially
in the females.
I was actually thinking that.
Fucking hell.
You're a wild man. Do you know what I was thinking the other night?
Mate, did you see the fucking bus crash on the old park? Did you? Mate,
of course I did, mate. I hate TransLink. I find
mate,
everything that they do wrong
but mate,
mildly funny.
The thing, it was a real bad crash. Obviously, someone crashed into a bus, and there was only like 17 people on the bus. By the
No,
time
no. Did you not actually hear what happened?
By the
Somebody
time the
didn't.
police came, but
Yeah.
there was like fucking 40 more people sitting on the bus, and I had to go through the cameras and work out who was actually on it.
Did you not hear what actually happened?
Well played, Belfast.
The driver fell asleep.
The bus driver, that's what it was, The bus driver fell asleep.
Fell asleep and fucking just went smashed into a car.
He was in the Telegraph the night before.
Fuck that Translinker.
Mate, you wish you were on that though.
Oh.
That's an instant 10 grand. Like they're just settled. Like see everyone on that bus, they're just getting wrote a check and says, "Do you take that? Don't take it, anyone. If you're listening, don't take the first offer."
There's only one Translink bus crash that I wish that I was on, and it was a bus that I get regularly, and it was so that I could have put my theory into practice. Because whenever I used to sit on the bus and do my work on the laptop, I had a fail-safe.
I remember you staying on the show, yeah.
There was one time whenever I came home.
And you weren't sitting beside a pole.
No. Yes. That's right.
I can't believe I still have this cough.
I was sitting in the house after I got off the bus, and an hour later, the returning leg of that bus going back into the town, the bus driver, something had happened. They had like some seizure or something, and mounted the curb outside the train station and tipped the bus over on its side. That's the only time I've ever heard of a bus being flipped on its side by the driver. Yeah.
Not the fucking hood's shangle.
But I was like, shit, that was it. That was the moment where that could have been me, fuck's sake.
I know, because they're just cutting checks. They're just going bump,
100%.
bump, bump, bump. They're not even going to court or nothing. They're going.
Oh, no, they might have to watch the pennies now because they're building this new fucking stupid hub.
The guy's called it stupid.
Why
is it stupid?
Because it's fucking daft. That's why. Like, it's not their service is shit. You're just trying to fucking provoke me because you know I hate Translink.
No, I've heard nothing about this.
I'm banned from their Facebook, so
I know.
Let's not rant about Translink, but they're.
My uncle's a bus driver.
Is he?
Well, I don't know if he is anymore.
Sorry, not all bus drivers are cunts, like, but
I haven't seen the. Oh yeah, he is
Translink.
I haven't seen him since before COVID, and he hasn't let me see my granny since before COVID. He's a fucking knob.
So he is a cunt of a bus driver.
He is a cunt of a bus driver.
But no,
and he'll be getting taken to that cleaners real soon. That's enough of that.
So will we by Translink. They're building like a £5 million transport hub in the middle of the town, and it will be where all buses and trains go. So they can't even navigate the fucking bus and train service as it is now. But they're going to just condense it. It's like consolidating a loan into one big fucking payment, and then getting
not having enough money to pay it.
Payment. They're like, oh yeah, just get that bus over there at the train station. Fuck off. They're like, this will bring so many jobs to the economy and brighten up Belfast city centre. It's like, well, it really do.
And where's this plan being put?
In the centre, in the town.
But where, like, at the city hall?
Let's see.
Still drives me mad that you use Firefox, like.
Why?
Then it goes to Google. Just use Chrome. Doesn't drive me mad. It's just.
It does, because you've mentioned this.
It's just
so
weird.
Many times. Yeah. Set to be complete in 2025. Let's see. Belfast Live, where all the fucking important stuff comes from.
They're mad, like.
Weaver's Cross.
They are literally the worst.
But they put all this up and like, oh, sorry, we have to increase our fares because we're building this. Like, no one fucking asked you to build it. No one was crying out. We were crying out for a better service, yes. We didn't mean to spend £5 million and build a new fucking hub. Just make your fucking service work better.
Yep.
Like, I fucking love the Japanese, mate.
Here, they got you here earlier today, like.
Why?
Because you were here earlier than you said.
Oh, no, that's because I left my house earlier.
Oh, right. So it's not Translink fault, it's your fault?
Yeah.
I fuck Translink.
No, you're late. I wasn't early. You were late. The Japanese rail service had to issue a nationwide apology on TV because one of their trains was 45 seconds late, and it was the first time in 12 years this had happened, and they apologised to the public for that happening, and will never happen again. 45 fucking seconds, and they had to apologise. Translink could take a fucking leaf out of the Japanese book, get that shit sorted. They have far more people than we have in Northern Ireland. There's no way that they can't fucking make a service like that.
And I see so many bus drivers too. They're absolute idiots. Like seeing you see them driving down there.
Do you know why I was late in the bus the other day, man? Because the bus driver wanted to lecture some guy for giving a score. And I literally stood there for about 4 minutes while he was doing all this. Had my headphones on, and then eventually took them off. And then we have to do this for the change. This comes out of my part, blah, blah, blah. It's like, mate, shut the fuck up. Let us all on the bus and just be a raging man there. Just you stay behind your fucking window.
Do your job and accept money to get on the bus.
But money doesn't exist anymore. It's going to digital everything now. You pay by card on the bus.
I'm guilty of the two, mate. I just tap my phone like there's fucking billions on it. And then next minute I'm like, well, where's all that go?
Where's all my money?
Where's all that go? It's only only £2, £3 here.
It's fucking a bad thing. I'm all about, I don't want to do it, but I've also taught the child how to do it.
Yeah. It is. It's definitely more convenient. Like, see that Apple Pay, mate? It's fucking... it's so
Nicole was
convenient.
telling me about some woman she seen when she was out shopping in Connswater, and she just had a bit of a mum moment where obviously the child had been being a bit of a rascal all day, and the mum had just reached their limit in this shop. I was like, that's fine if you want all these things, dear, and threw the bank card at the child and kind of stormed off for a wee second. And the child was like, what the fuck's going on? My mum just walked off and threw a bit of plastic at me, but my problem is I taught Ruby how to use a bank card, so if I fucking had a wobble, I was like, fine, fuck off, and give her my card, then I would be broke. She would just go off in a wee fucking spending spree, and then I've caught myself on, I'm like, shit, she has actually unlocked the power of spending money, and she knows how to do it. And what, like, fair enough, it's only Ruby, but then again,
I did.
she could buy a lot of sweets.
My dad was very trusting me. I was like, see, whenever I only started getting into DJing, he gave me his card details to buy some music.
Right.
Now, in fairness to me, I never stroked him. I always would have rang him and says, yo, can I buy... It's like I was only like 16, 17 or something. I would have phoned him and says, yo, can I buy whatever it was, like 10 tunes, going to work out like £9 or something off, what was it? It was Q-Dance back then. It wasn't even hardstyle.com whenever I was doing it. Do you remember the Q-Dance site? But he was just like, I write this down. I wrote the fucking card details down, just had it in my CD folder. And then I just, if I was going to buy tunes, but but what I'm saying is, like, that was very trusting, because there's a lot of cunts that would have just went, fucking every top 100 tune there was.
And
called
himself DJ Smacked Out.
I remember having to buy tunes.
I know.
That's a bit of a, you know what I mean? And, like, I know a lot of people still have to do it, but we obviously get a lot of stuff sent and that now, but it was like...
Mainly make it the rest of it.
Make the rest and whatever promos you get, but, like, I remember to get a good tune you had to buy it.
Oh, I was...
There was like pirate sites and all. I remember the first time I seen a Phase 2 track on a pirate site, I was like...
Oh, over the moon, mate.
We've made it.
That was it. Like, the way I seen it was, I stole enough music whenever I was younger to not be able to say anything now, and it's more an honour that people want to be stealing your music.
See, if I seen it, I can't remember. It might have been Hands Up or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that there. The one
Sock 'em.
Sock 'em fucking still our most best performing track on Spotify or something.
Do you know there's a tune that I made before we were together that I released on Infusion with Gary Ferguson called the MF Reverse Bass?
I remember that,
And I lost it, and I lost the project file.
I'll probably have it.
And I was not, for the life of me, ban it off myself to lose money.
You have a tune, you have to let me hear
So I just went and illegally downloaded it. I was like, fuck it. If I'm going to steal other people's music, I can steal my own.
Well, I'm the Gary Ferguson. He was a fucking great producer.
He was a great producer.
You see, whenever I was only starting out, like, he was fucking hammering the tunes out.
But Gary's the reason I make music now.
Billy too,
Billy introduced Gary.
So Billy was the starter of it?
Billy gave Gary his legal version of Ableton, and then Gary gave me the legal version of Ableton.
We bought Ableton off Gary the first time. We bought Ableton.
But
the CD.
I knew Gary for a lot longer than you knew Gary.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The first, but no, we actually did.
Us, but we're legit now because we actually bought it.
No, we did
reals.
Actually. That's the first time we bought Ableton.
Yeah, that
because
was
we had the cracks,
yeah.
And then he was selling it for can't remember how much, but it wasn't dear, like.
Like 150 quid.
But
you got the upgrade to 10 for free.
That's what it was. Happy. And then what are we on now? 12 or 11?
11.
It was 9 then we bought.
It
was 8 we bought.
And 9.
And then we've bought it ever since.
Yep.
See, every time it rolls around, I'm like, God damn, I wish I hadn't bought this.
Why?
400 or 500 quid they are to upgrade now.
But there'll not be another upgrade for a while, so it's okay.
I had only done it there not that long ago, I think.
With all the new music we'll have coming, mate, that'll be a drop in the ocean.
I know. I'm loving it, mate.
It
You
is.
have a tune there, let me hear. You sent me a clip of it the other day, and not now, obviously. But
It's a bit mashed up in bits and pieces, Frankenstein from other ideas that I've had. It needs blended, and there's something there. It just needs.
It sounded like there was something there when I was listening.
Oh,
to it.
the first bit's class, but where I've decided to take it after that first bit, if it's going to work, it needs a bit of TLC.
That's good. I'm all about the TLC.
But yeah.
See, I was watching a YouTube video, just popped up on my algorithm of some guy that something Thompson, but he co-writes with like David Guetta and what do you call that? The word on that Side Effect tune. I think he's named on that Side Effect tune.
Becky something.
Becky Hill. Right. Well, anyway, I actually think he's named on that tune. So he was saying about like what he does is he just spends 2 days just making riffs and like no drum loops. So like claps, hats, boom, puts them all together, records them. We riffs just like like a stab, you know what I mean? And then he just puts them in the folder, and then when he sits down in a session, he then has all this shit to just drag in.
Yeah.
He says that's all he does. He just sits for 2 days and goes bum 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 bum. He
But
says boring as fuck, but he says see whenever then you're sitting with a session, you go, you don't have to fuck about. You just drag this stuff in.
See, that's kind of what I do. On days when I'm not feeling it, I'll still go and work on stuff. I'll force myself to do it. I'll know that I don't like what I've done, so like I'll not like the lead sounds or I'll not like the kick.
That's
of the bass.
another thing that he said. He says like see 90%. Now this guy is a fucking unbelievable producer, responsible for hundreds of top 40 hits.
Yeah.
Says 90% of the stuff that he does is shite and it never gets used. Like
I always refer to it with you. I think I've talked about it in this a few times as Frankenstein, because I'll sit there for maybe 3 or 4 days, nothing will sit. But in that 3 or 4 days, I will still make half a tune here, a breakdown there, this, that, and the other.
yeah, and then you'll fire them into one.
Once I do have an idea, I'm like, oh, well, here the percussion that I made for that one sounds good, and I like the kick from that one, and that would actually work well with the percussion from track number 1, and I like the vocals from that if I put it there. And then it all falls together, and you're like, right, sweet. Well, that actually it's not been a waste of time. So even if you are sitting going, this is bollocks, nothing's happening,
but it'll come in the future.
There's even stuff even whenever I've been going back through hard drives, I've picked up ideas.
Success
and like,
rate though, as in like, because there was like 8 or 9 in a row there that actually were good, like that. I don't know if that's normal, mate. I don't like I anyone I talk to, as I say, your man saying 90% of the stuff he makes is shit. Now obviously we think it's good. It's up to the fans then to realise whether it's good or not. But like it was it 9 or 8? 8 or 9?
In total, 12, but some aren't finished.
Aye,
completely.
There's a load finished. So the ones that I've finished, it's got to be 8.
Yeah.
So that to me, like, and every single one of them, in my mind, sound really good
in comparison to other tracks of their genres.
They're either if you analyze it for like reference tracks, they're on par with everything.
Yeah,
so
it's not like whenever
but
you listen to a certain track and your master sounds like this and it sounds like this.
This is what I'm trying to tell you right now. I don't think that's normal. The how consistent that is.
It's just
so we need to act on that. Like
we are going to act on it.
Yep.
We just need a fucking name.
We'll pay you. We'll give you royalties on the name.
Hey.
Whoever's watching.
Whoever's making our music.
Well, they're already getting royalties. That's what I'm saying. You have to be proud of that, mate, because the more I'm resourcing, the more I'm getting into everything. Like, because that's all I do, mate. Like, at bar watching Ukraine fuck the Russians up. Like, it's music production, you know what I mean? And, like,
I genuinely, when
I'm
I'm not making music, just stare at the stars and go, fuck, I wish I could just go there and sit in here.
That is, that's the, like, it seems to be, no one has that level of consistency. I'm not saying everyone, I'm saying most people don't.
Aye, but I appreciate what you're saying, and thank you, because I know you're being nice.
Yeah.
But it's one of these things, strike while the iron's hot, because I know that in my process,
burn out.
I'm going to burn out, and there's going to be 2 months where I will just hate myself because I can't deliver anything and feel like I am fucking terrible and I shouldn't be doing this and that life's not worth fucking living and contemplate whether I should even be fucking doing this at my age.
But what you have to remember when you're in that thing
and then
is
something
that
will happen.
you
I'll be
can't do
like,
it.
I'm fucking brilliant. I am smart. I know what I'm doing.
Imposter syndrome. It's
yeah.
real, like it's a real thing.
100%.
Yeah, like there's been loads of times where I've been sitting backstage in places going like, I shouldn't be.
How have we managed to
I
wrangle
shouldn't
ourselves
be.
into this situation?
They're all going to find out soon, aren't they?
Yeah.
But now I'm definitely getting more confident. And see, you're not born with confidence. You earn confidence. You earn your own confidence, and we're in the process of doing that. Like
to get now, it's we've stuck around with hardstyle for so long, and now that you're just making music that you're happy making, and not trying to please anyone, and just going right. Let's just see what happens here. It's so much more free and just it's nice.
it's beautiful, mate. Aye.
Yeah.
And we're making like songs. We're making real songs, like
actual real music.
music. Aye. Well, not that hardstyle isn't, but this is like this
More
is
commercially pleasing.
It's commercial. It's songs. Like we're writing songs for people.
Because that was it. Like even whenever we did write songs for hardstyle, it's like we're forcing this. This is
Aye,
not really a
it shouldn't
hardstyle
have been.
song.
It
but
shouldn't
we'll
have been hardstyle
Yeah,
tunes.
like you could go back through the back catalogue and probably take a few and be like, yeah, definitely
Aye.
swap them over. But no, it's been we've said it multiple times, but it's been nice. It's been free. It's been exhilarating. Not the segue, but it's just popped into my head. Well done on your fucking secret mission last week, you fucking sneaky bastard.
Did you like that?
Just for anybody who thinks that was a setup, he knows that he can put stuff on Facebook because I don't really look at it.
But I scheduled it for 7 o'clock when we were going live.
Right,
Aye,
okay.
so I didn't even post it. I had it scheduled
Right.
for 7.
So yeah, that was just amazing, mate. Well done.
What was it, 15? No,
15
I can't.
Oasis
I had
lyrics.
cigarettes and alcohol and all. I could have got that in there, but I'm fucking. Whenever we're talking about things like that, I missed the opportunity, and I didn't want to just fire it in.
See, when I was watching it back, trying to make the clip, like now watching you,
Ah, you knew.
you could see you because I was aware you were looking at your phone and stuff, but I thought you were like looking at comments and all. But you were taking, like, it was the wee smirk on your face, and you just seen you going, tick, there's another one. Like, you fucking bastard. I have no idea what's going on, and you're just sitting there
You're
smug as fuck.
laughing away at it.
But that was fantastic, mate. I thought that was it was a brilliant play. It was whenever we finished, you were like, "Is that finished recording?" Like, yeah. He's like, "I fucking did it! Yes."
You're right, but I should have said at the end of the show for a bit of context.
Oh,
'cause
you
I'm sure some
should've.
people were listening, going, "What the fuck's he dropping that in for?"
Yeah. It's like, what's going on here? Why is he fucking talking about random shit? But no.
So for anyone who is watching this in the future that doesn't understand what happened, I decided to try and drop as many Oasis lyrics into last week's show without Dave noticing.
I'm not a fan of Oasis, so
and he
I
didn't
would-
notice.
Do you know one thing
Definitely, maybe.
that I've started seeing popping up on a few lineups? I say lineups very fucking loosely because it's like a marketing ploy. So on the poster or the event flyer or whatever, it'll have a load of fucking top names playing on it, multi-genre.
Can
or
I
whatever.
guess what you're going to say? The names of the tunes that they're going to be played on
Yeah,
the event.
on
I've seen
really
it too.
small writing, featuring
tunes
tra-
from Alice DJ
extract
and
tracks on the night from, and then it's all these DJ names, and then it's such a fucking con.
It is a con, but it's also like I respect the hustle because some dickhead will look at that and go, "Oh, here Armin van Buuren's playing in the Bat tonight
With
Do you-
Flip and Phil and the Vanga Boys.
with Flip and Phil and the Vanga Boys and Phase 2 headlines. You want to go down?" Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's-
it's fucking genius in that regard.
Yeah.
It's just pure chance in your arm.
Yeah.
But it is daft. Like
It's not going to catch you it's going to catch a bad reputation for
oh,
you.
aye, 100%.
But it's shocking though that even
Wonder
the
what
fact that so much
dickhead
has
done
popped
that. Wonder who was it? The promoter or was it the artwork maker decided, or the club? No, I mean like.
Come on now. You know the answer to your own fucking question. It's not like they dropped it off the quick copy or something and be like, oh, here, like,
Aye.
lads, do you know it'd be really good in this poster? See if we made that writing really fucking small. Like, they just got paid to print whatever the fuck they give them, so it's not the copy, guys.
It's fucking madness.
The event,
That's whoever made it the artwork. That's what I'm saying. Like Jack Hart it was.
It's definitely the promoters, mate. They've just thought, yep. It's the same way that there's been certain promoters in this country have been doing. Because that was the ones I've seen have been over in the UK and in places like that. It hasn't been here, but there has been a few things that I've seen here that have been put up where either the event has not been booked into the venue, or the artist that's headlining has not actually been contacted to play.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of things like that recently, actually.
And it's just, why are people...
I've seen one where...
It seems like we're going back to them fucking dark ages
I
where
don't
people
want
are being shoddy.
It's not even in this country, and it's no one over here. But the artist said, the promoter said to another promoter, here, I've got such and such on this show this month. And he goes, and the other promoter was like, what do you mean? And then it started up a whole war because the promoter he was talking to actually had that artist booked. Mate, and it started a whole fucking war between the agencies and all. They're like, no, we didn't. And they go, well, they're saying they've got him booked. And we're like, no, honestly, you've already paid for him. He's coming to use. Like, you can't be having them in the same fucking city twice in the 1 month and all. Yeah. It started a fucking full war.
But that's sketchy business. Stop with sketchy business, guys. Just fucking be honest and have fun. At the end of the day, you're just going to get pissed and have a good night.
Make people dance.
But it is just like...
It's so seedy, isn't it?
Like it's going back to the dark days.
It is. It's going back to 2013. Yeah. Like, everyone's at each other's throat. But know what it is? There was enough for everyone to feast on 2-3 years ago. There isn't enough for everyone to feast on now. So it's back to, like, everyone's fighting to feed their families, basically. Yeah. So I do get it.
It's back to territories now.
It is. I do get it in that regard because people who were feeding, who had tables filled, are now struggling to put meat on the table because it's not even that. There's just no club. The club shows just don't work in Belfast.
Whenever we've been over doing gigs in England and Wales and Belgium and stuff, they've always said, fuck, it'd be class to be over there. Your scene's amazing. And we've said, no, our scene's on a toll. Wait till you see. And like, you're full of shit.
And it has.
It has, but now you're starting to see the resurgence in other places where it wasn't on its whole, and it's just swings and roundabouts. It's just
Wales is flying again, England's flying again.
It's the circle of fucking raving.
But that's seeing back in 2013, whenever we only started Phase 2, like there wasn't much for us to do back then. We didn't play loads of gigs back then. We just sat in the studio, really. Yeah. There was a good 5 years where
Browns pretty much every
all
quarter.
full respect to Billy. Billy put us on everything he done. But like, it was only for about 6 months we played Browns. Sure, they had closed down. Yeah. So it was like 6 months. I think it was a gig a month. Aye. For 6 months, and then after that, he always put us on his Christmas shows and his Easter shows. But bar that, like any gigs we played, we were
away from Broom too.
Like any other gigs, any other gigs we were playing back then for them 4 or 5 years. It was like we were driving to Dublin, we weren't getting paid or fuck all.
Oh no,
we were just going to play the gig, and that's the way it was. Like it was fucking grim, but we still done it. And then what was it? Around 2018. 2017 maybe.
Yeah,
it started to blow up with the warehouse rails. But again, they're still flying. See, like there's hardstyle's done in the city for now. Like,
but that's because it's a festival feel to it. It's not a club night.
Yeah, that's it. People will pay 40 quid a ticket to go to the Telegraph. People aren't going to pay 30-40 quid to go to the Bat or fucking Filthy's, places like that. They're not going to do it. They're not, and that's just the way it is. It doesn't matter how good a lineup you put on. The numbers for hardstyle is about 300 to 400, like max, in the city right now. Like,
and that would be at a push.
That's it. Like, one of ours done nowhere near that. One did alright, and this one's doing alright, which is surprising because it's only us.
But that again, it's cheaper tickets and it's local acts. People, and we've said this multiple times. It's great to see people actually supporting local people as opposed to being like, oh yeah, such and such is playing. At the end of the day, a local DJ now could be the fucking next superstar in 5 years' time.
That's it.
And you can't just be like, oh yeah, I love you now. It's like, no, be there from the start of the fucking
journey.
See
the thing, like, see now if you're doing a hardstyle event in Belfast, you're literally gambling, like.
Yeah.
Like see before COVID, it was a sure cert, like, or even see between. Remember when COVID opened up again until maybe the first year COVID opened up, what was it, 2021?
Yeah.
So from like the summer then until maybe, I would say March of 2022, you could have sold out anything. Like.
Oh yeah,
You could have sold out anything. It was
100%.
crazy, and everyone was loving it. And that's whenever everyone was like banding the gala, everyone's great and all. And then like the minute the numbers start dropping, but it's not our fault. Numbers dropping. It's not like the revival's fault. The numbers are dropping.
It's just how
it is.
Progresses. Everything comes in circles.
Yeah.
People want it slow. And then they're like, oh, it's a bit boring, let's get it a bit faster. And then a bit faster, and then a bit faster, and then it gets to the really mad shit, and then by the time they've went through the full musical journey from fucking minimal techno right up to hardstyle and hardcore, then they're all relatively old now. They've done the music circuit, and their club, 90% of people, once they get to a certain age, that's it, your club's days are over.
Or you start to mellow
and
out.
You're now waiting for this next breed to start coming through to make their pit stop in your wee fucking genre town. Then you take your moment when you can.
It's not only that. See, the ones that get older, that you do naturally mellow, because we have done it.
Yeah.
Like, we have naturally mellowed the music. Like, it's just the progression of getting older as well.
We'll not be naturally mellow with the music on Saturday night, I'll tell you that much.
Not a chance.
Is it this Saturday?
Yes. Can't wait.
I have a really bad fucking...
There's no pressure, man. That's the thing now. There's
my
literally no
conception
pressure.
of time at the minute is just fucking terrible. The fact that it's this week. I haven't even...
See with the last two, mate, see the weeks coming up. Like, obviously, it always picks up last week, but I was fucking flapping, especially because of the dough and all we had on them. Like, but this one, mate, it's just like everything's went well. We're fucking.
Yeah.
There's the overhead's quite low. It's like happy days.
Yeah, it's been relatively relaxed. There's no real pressure.
We haven't needed to promote the fucking life out of it either. Like, so
because it has done well, which is a nice feeling.
So let's have fun on Saturday. But get out and if you're see another thing people need to watch too. You need to watch the diehards, because the diehards in any music genre are the loudest. So like if you're talking about, I want hardcore in Belfast. I want Frenchcore in Belfast for talk's sake, right? You're going to think that everyone wants Frenchcore because that's all the posts you're seeing underneath your post.
Yeah.
But in turn, the other 90% of people who are just casual fans don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I don't know if I told this on the show before, but this happened to us years ago. We were running nights in Bar 7, and we done Headhunters, D Block and Estefan, Activator and Dutch Master, Kid K, like loads of all sold out. Absolutely amazing nights. But then see on the hardstyle forums, you ever remember Davros had the hardstyle forum?
Yes, I do remember.
Everyone was just talking about hardcore. So in our heads we were going, we're missing out here. Everyone just wants hardcore. So we booked Noise Suppressor.
Yep.
In a fucking, it was like 1,000-person venue and 100 people. And back then, like there was no tickets. You were just paying at the door. Yeah. And obviously we had the money and all because we were the Headhunters night and all sold out. But 100 people turned up.
They were fantastic. I went to them.
We lost. Like everything we had made, we lost on that Noise Suppressor night. But the reason we done it was because we thought the world wanted hardcore.
Yep.
But it was the hardcore fans. Like, see the diehard fans, they'll be the loudest going, no, but I want to see Noise Suppressor.
Yeah, but it's actually...
But no one gave a fuck about Noise Suppressor. Yeah. They were just the loudest.
The casuals don't give a fuck.
Casuals don't care. Yeah. Casuals want to go and see Mull tunes. They want to just sing and dance. I
remember there was a gig we played in Belfast. The location will remain nameless, and the details of it, because I don't want to sink anybody. But I remember that we headlined it and decided to finish with a 220 BPM tune.
Yeah.
And everything went well. Like, it was just a normal Belfast nightclub. Like, we were just testing the waters with hardstyle, and we're like, let these two fucking hellions in. And everyone loved it. Like, they were all getting behind it. Madonna, like, fucking Iceland clapping all with them. They get us faster and faster, and they really fucking got behind us. And as we were driving home, we got a phone call being like...
No, it wasn't. We were on stage. He ran up and was going, fucking turn that off.
Aye, but on the way home,
I phoned him.
Got the call, and we said, no, that shouldn't have happened. And then 2 weeks later, a more established DJ of the harder styles played in the same genre, or same location, and done the same thing. And there wasn't Dickie Bird said. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you get told off for...
Yeah.
All the hard things because you think that's what people want, as you say, and then...
That's it. See, as long as you do it right on the night, but people will dance. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Especially we've always started around 145, 150, sometimes even softer, and build it up. Now, in the last couple of years, it's been more 150 onwards.
Yeah.
But like this is the thing, people we produce
It's
hard
like making
sack.
love to a woman, Sergi. You just don't go in and fucking boom, 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 done. One pump dump.
I haven't done that.
Have to go in. Be fucking treat her well.
Treat her well.
Get her warmed up.
Get her warmed up.
Get her home,
get the tongue
Get her
warmed
in.
up.
Get her wife. Get her butt.
No, I like a nice sweaty one, you know what I mean?
No, don't.
At the gym, love. Up the stairs, you girlie.
Oh,
Kebab and up the stairs.
would you not be having the kebab up the stairs? Oh, mate, that's awful.
Yeah, lad, China, we know what it used to say, that's it. Where you going, China? One in that kebab shop, then home. Up the stairs, you girlie. He's about 60. Better getting it than China.
Oh, no, that's fucking awful, mate. But that's an image that'll be hard to fucking erase from the brain.
But it's the scene's madness over here at the minute. Like, unless you're doing big shows. But see, I don't care what anyone says. See if you stick Headhunters, D Block and Estefan, Safa, Miss Kate in the Telegraph, you're not selling that out either. Like,
At the minute?
nah, not a chance you're selling that out. And the big boys know, like Billy and Gyllenhaal, they know. That's why they're not getting there. You think if they thought for 1 second there was money in hardstyle, do you think they'd be all over it? Like, that's just the way it is.
Yep.
But the thing that's sad is you have people, you have us, you have Subversion, Intershock, Murdoch, Pete. Like, there's a lot of fucking boys there. Like, there's a real class scene there. Mm-hmm. It's just not lighting for everyone. But sit tight, folks. It will come back. But it's just sad. Like,
that's it. But again, it's a social media game.
Thank God we're not playing here much this year. Like, we're only playing our own shows. Like,
yeah.
Which
was a conscious decision. Like, the amount of gigs we've actually turned down now, it's fucking mad.
Scary,
but it's just, no, we'd rather just do our own thing here and then off we go elsewhere.
But outside the block, no, there's big thing. That's kind of not being vague.
The one thing I've decided as of today, because I'm very aware that my social media presence is shit, but I need to have a reason to do it. I always try at the start of the year, and then I just get bored.
Do you know what? I don't even think I posted that video.
That's all right.
Forgot. Commitment stuck in.
I've decided that I'm going to set an alarm on my phone. And at 4:20 every day, no matter what I'm doing,
I'm going to smoke a joint.
I'm going to do that already. I'm going to take a picture and just be like, here you go, social media.
Do you know there's an app that you can get? It's called Be Real. And you just put it on your phone and it just alerts you, not at night time, but like at certain parts of the day. And whatever it is, it just turns your phone on and takes a picture or photo no matter what you're doing. And it shares it automatically.
No, I didn't know that.
Heller told me to get it. She says, that would be good for you, get that Be Real. But I haven't set it up because I'm like, I don't want to fucking few things I don't want people to see me do, like
sitting there
like you, Heather. No, like you.
Well, you told me it had to be done.
Hey,
well, no,
no, that's it. All the young ones are doing now. Apparently, just Be Real, where it alerts you and you flick it up and it turns on and it like videos or takes pictures front and back camera.
Yeah.
And then shares it to your Be Real page.
I didn't know that. I must look into that.
But that's basically what you're saying there.
But yeah, that's. I just thought it'd be funny if I'd done it at 4:20 every day, because at least I'd have a laugh going, haha. And at least then it'll help my social media.
As I say, social media used to be the be all end all. Seeing it after talking to Jason about your mum BLK. Yeah. BLK sold out his club without even an event page.
But mate, see, at the end of the day, it's different horses for different courses when it comes to music.
It's madness, mate.
Work.
I know you don't know. Like, it's just there's no set formula.
Look at Bert Kreischer before we fucking.
Bert
Kreischer. He wasn't going to tell the Machine story, and it just happened to come up on Joe Rogan's podcast because he said something.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to tell us, but force people to tell him. It then became a big selling hit for him and got him to do arena tours. And now the fucker has a movie. It's just come out.
It's out next week over here.
Is it?
It's out Friday.
But like, you don't know what's like. He didn't think that was worthy enough to even tell people as a story, and now it's been turned into an actual movie because it's so funny.
Yeah.
And like I told Nicole about it. I was like, I'm not even gonna tell you. I just need you to watch this
it
because
like a 9-minute bit too. Or something.
I watched the 13-minute one. There was a 23-minute unedited version. I was like, no, I'll stay with the 13-minute one. But see, by the end, she's like, holy fuck, that's class. And then watch the trailer for the movie, and even the premise for the movie is actually very clever. But you just don't know what is gonna be.
That's it. He's very
what's
outgoing.
Be your thing.
He's like all the comedians I like Big J Okerson and all from Legion of Skanks. Like, they tour with him, and they're like, it's fucking annoying. Like, you're getting up at 6:30, and it's like, right, Jay, come on, camera's in her face, and it's just like there's someone there just filming everything all day, every day. And I don't think I would like that. Like,
no. The one thing I'm looking forward to about us moving forward is I've seen a lot of things, people being like, oh yeah, I tried to do this and I tried to do that, and see, whenever I ended up just saying fuck it and just done whatever I wanted to do, that's whenever everything really started paying off for me. And I've held back a lot with certain things which we all know about, and the music again, we were going down a road that we were chasing because we're like, we have to do this.
Because we were doing it for so long.
We started down this road, that's it. And I feel now, moving forward, everything's just going to be fucking rosy for us, all being well.
And with all your support, with whoever's watching.
All the casuals.
All the casuals.
Sounds like some fucking, like, hooligan.
Mate, see that Get Naughty, mate? It's a naughty tune, like. Mate,
it is a naughty
shout
tune.
out to Jordan, my wee brother, and Chloe. Now, you know Chloe, again.
Yeah.
The other night, I was walking around. Obviously, I go for a walk every night. I was down around, and I was listening to it, and I was like, it's really good. Like, I was like, know who will tell me whether it's really good or not? It's Chloe.
Yeah.
So I rang Jordan and says, where are you? He goes, oh, Chloe's on her way up. And I said, right, I'm going to send you 2 tunes. Right? I says, now, I don't care what your opinion is on them because you're a hardhead.
Yeah.
So I don't really give a fuck what you think. This is not for your ears. This is for her ears. So there was the remix, the popular remix, the one I said.
Yeah.
I sent both of them.
Yeah.
Sent Get Naughty first, the popular remix second. And she came back and she was like, the first one is fucking class.
Yeah.
Says, like, that's a radio tune.
Yeah.
Says, the other one's alright, but the first one is amazing. And then even Jordan texts me back the very next morning going, mate, that fucking first one is class. Like,
it is. It's
and Heller said, I was letting her listen to it in the car the other night. We went down to the beach, and she was like, that's a chart thing. Like, and I was like, I think so. I was like, and she's like, Heller, that's 100% original from us. She goes, like, that's charts, like.
But it's like, again, it's not like we've decided we're going to do radio music. We have some tunes that are the radio worthy. Some are just fucking
some
rave.
Are not going to radio.
Some are future rave. Some are trance. Some are fucking big room techno.
We need to search your folder for the hostage one.
I sent it to you.
I know there's a couple of things I'm still missing.
Yeah, we'll worry about that at a different time. We'll wrap it up. Since we're late, I keep looking at the time, being like, it's 8:30. We've well ran over time.
We need to go down to the bath here.
Oh, get your bat out for the lads.
Right. Everyone, thanks for watching. I don't know if we were watching you cunts because we're
late. Thanks, Jason.
I know.
Thanks for wrecking the algo.
We'll see you on Saturday, everyone.
Go buy the last few tickets.
Yeah.
Get them.
Bye.
Bye.